The story begins in a little town called Yoroido in Japan around 1929. The main character is a beautiful little girl with blue gray eyes named Chio. She lives in a little house with her ill mother, her emotionally withdrawn father, and her older sister, Satsu. They were very poor, and soon the mom was going to die. Her father decided it was best to sell them so they could have a better future. The older sister was sold to a prostitute house, and little Chio, who was only 9, was sold to a geisha house. She has to work as a maid until she can attend geisha school, where she will learn the arts of dancing, singing, playing instruments, and serving tea. Hatsumomo, her biggest enemy, is desperate to get her out of the Okia, so she tells her where Satsu is, and Chiyo decides to run away, but she gets hurt in the process. Chiyo is removed from school. Her hopes of becoming a geisha disappear. Until one day, a few years later, she meets a man who changes her life. She falls in love with a man known as the chairman. It is her goal to become a geisha so she could entertain him. Mameha, one of the most famous geisha, takes special interest in her and adopts her as her sister. Mameha makes a bet with her owner, also known as Mother. Mother agrees to the bet, and Chio gets back to school. She catches up with her friend Pumpkin and becomes a geisha. She was now to be called Sayuri. Now she has to sell her mizuage, which is another word for virginity, to pay all her debts back. At the end, a doctor wins. Mother adopts Sayuri, which means all the money she makes as a geisha will go to the Okia. After the mizuage, she has to get a dana, which is a man who has special privileges with the geisha. She hopes that the chairman will be her dana, but instead, his friend Nobu wants that privilege. The World War was about to break out, and Mameha decides that it's best that Sayuri's dana is the general in war, who's in charge of all the provisions so they get special privileges. The entire geisha district closes, and Sayuri has to flee to the estate of Nobu's friend until the war ends. After a while, she makes up a plan so Nobu would hate her and not become her dana. She asks Pumpkin to help her with the plan, but Pumpkin betrays her. Somehow, her plan still works, and Nobu ends up hating her. Surprisingly, the chairman was happy Nobu hated her too, because he'd always wanted to be her dana, but did not want to betray his good friend Nobu. It was thanks to him that Mameha took interest in her, and thanks to him that she became a geisha. The chairman becomes her dana, and she has his son, which forces her to move to New York. This is where she opens her own tea house.